And this best-of-7 series is tied at 1 game apiece.
I like doing win. I'ma raise the trophy up once again.
When you get to this stage, our DNA shows up.
It was a great win. Now we got to go home and protect our home floor.
It's going to be even harder on the road. We just have to buy into ourselves, come out hard, strong, no mistakes, no turnovers.
Yeah.
8-7 break.
We're back in the Bay, all tied at 1. Oracle Arena hosting its last ever finals, and for the first time in the Warriors' current 5-year run, they'll have a finals game 3 at home. And we're here taking you all the way up to the start, which you can watch on ABC at 9 p.m. Eastern or on the ESPN app if you sign into your TV provider now. This is Hoop Streams, everybody, part of your ESPN on-site finals pregame show. Catch it live on Twitter, on YouTube, and the ESPN app. I'm Cassidy Hubbarth, alongside our NBA champion Kendrick Perkins and our New York Times bestseller and NBA insider Brian Windhorst. And guys, a lot to get into. Number one, obviously injuries. And the guy that everyone's worrying about is Klay Thompson. We're still waiting on official word, but what are you hearing?
Cassidy, he's not even warming up down there. He's not playing.
Yeah.
He's not playing. He'd be warming up right now. So they're going to go forward with their game plan. I think they're going to start Alonzo McKinney. But Perk, this is an uncertain game. We got uncertain guys filling uncertain roles. I have no idea what's going to happen. Tonight there's going to be a hero.
Yep.
I don't know which team is going to be on. I don't know which guy it's going to be. There's going to be a hero tonight.
I agree with you, and I'm going to keep reiterating that. I think it's got to be the bigs. It's going to be the bigs. That's the unsung heroes. It's either going to be Gasol, or it's going to be Boogie, or it's going to be Bogut, or it's going to be Serge Ibaka. I mean, obviously, Quinn Cook, guards going to give you what they give you. But when you can get your 11, your double-doubles out of your bigs with 5 assists, maybe 3 blocks, I think they're the unsung heroes.
Yeah, the Warriors have to get points from somewhere, Cass.
Right.
They got to go to DeMarcus Cousins. That means it's going to be Cousins having, I think, an opportunity to the most important game of DeMarcus Cousins' career, which means it's the most important game of Marc Gasol's career. We're talking about multi-time All-Stars, potential Hall of Famers, playing in the most important game of their career right here, right now.
I agree with you, and guess what? We know Gasol is battle-tested because he just got through playing Joel Embiid. But I think also this stage is set for Stephen Curry.
Yes.
And
Does he have the most pressure on him tonight?
He do, because, no KD, no Klay. The pressure is on Stephen Curry. Let's see if he's ready to be that MVP caliber guy tonight for the finals.
Well, look, Klay Thompson, if he doesn't play, which is looking like he doesn't, it's going to be a huge loss on both ends of the ball. First of all, if you're Steve Kerr, are you preserving him? And is the right decision not to play him?
Yes, absolutely.
Because he says he can play. He played through that high ankle sprain last year.
But Cass, you can't play with a hamstring. If it's a grade 1, I mean, you don't want a chance losing them for the playoffs. The more rest, the better. And I would rather him play. If the Warriors drop this game tonight, they still got another one in game 4 at home. That means Klay got a lot more rest. So I think Steve Kerr and the medical staff, if they hold him out, that's the right decision to make.
But how does that change the dynamic of this team without Klay Thompson out there?
Well, I think it's a free roll for the Warriors. I think they expect to lose tonight's game. They can survive a loss. I think it's now got to be the Raptors who have to win.
Yes.
The Raptors have to win.
This is a must-win for the Raptors.
I hate to be over the top with everything here.
It's not over the top.
It's the most must-win game in the history of the Raptors franchise.
Absolutely.
And I also think Kevin Durant is going to practice tomorrow. You will probably see Kevin Durant on Friday. You will probably see Klay Thompson on Friday. The big guns are coming Friday, Raptors. You want home court back, you got to get it back right now.
Absolutely, I agree. And you couldn't have said it even better. This is an opportunity that they got to capitalize. They can't take this situation for granted. They're healthy across the board. I mean, obviously, Kawhi is 60, 70%, but he's playing. They have a full roster, and I agree. Gasol, this is your biggest game in your career right now. You cannot take the finals for granted. And now you got guys that's hurt. You got to capitalize on
Perk
that.
just said to Gasol was out here warming up.
Yep.
And Perk just said, let's go.
Right.
And
Yeah,
Mark
you know
knows-
why? Because I got the Raptors winning in 6. That's why.
Hey, look, another loss. I mean, it just keeps piling up. Kevon Looney, he's out indefinitely. I mean, there's how big of a loss is that, Perk? Kevon Looney.
I think that's huge. Man, listen, I wasn't a fan of Looney about 3 years ago, and now I'm one of his biggest fans. I watched him. He does it all. And he's been having one of the best postseasons that I ever seen out of a role player on the Warriors team besides Iggy when he won the Finals MVP. And I thought losing Looney was huge for them. And that puts a lot more pressure on Cousin to be the all-star that we know him
So
to be.
the Warriors want to play where they can double Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Where they play their small, quick lineup, they double, force the ball in his hands. That's what they did to Damian Lillard in the last round. That's what they did in game 1. Kawhi only had 14 shots. Now, without the versatile bigs, without Looney, they got to play their bigs. They got to play Bogut. They got to play Cousins. They can't double because the Raptors are going to put those big men in pick and rolls. They can't double. So they're going to have to take that defense that they wanted to against Kawhi and shelve it and play different. It's a green light for Kawhi tonight as well.
And look, DeMarcus Cousins, he had 28 minutes in that last game. We'll see how he recovers because, he didn't play for 45 games. He did not look good in that game 1. When he signed with the Warriors, it was like he was just, it was extra.
Right.
Now, the Warriors, they need him.
Absolutely.
And how badly do they need him?
They need him in a major way. And I think DeMarcus need to embrace this opportunity because it's hard as hell to win the championship, but it's hard to get to the finals. And one thing I've learned when I got hurt in 2010 is that you never take for granted being in the finals, period. So I think this is a huge stage for DeMarcus Cousins, and I think this is his moment, and I think he just has to be the second best player on their team behind Curry tonight.
This is a huge stage regardless, and as Brian just said, it is the biggest game in Raptors history and a must-win. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. You're watching Hoop Streams live on Twitter, on YouTube, and the ESPN app. We're taking you all the way up to 9 p.m. Eastern when the game comes to you on ABC, and you can also watch it on the ESPN app if you sign in to your cable provider right now. And as we see Kawhi Leonard warming up, and he hasn't really been 100%, and that's scary, as Perk said. It's scary to think that he hasn't been 100%, and this is on his shoulders. As much as it is, this is his team, and he's been carrying them throughout these playoffs. But Kyle Lowry, this is also a big game for him, and a guy also like Danny Green, his experience needs to show up in this game. But right now, we're joined by two guys who know these two teams very well as we go on the beat with Mark Spears and Zach Lowe from The Undefeated. And also check out Zach Lowe's podcast, The Lowe Podcast. So here, The Lowe Post. Mark, this is a huge, huge day for the Warriors in Oakland. You have an article right now on The Undefeated about what it means. This is the last hurrah for Oracle Arena and these fans here in Oakland. Can you just explain what this community and this team means to each other?
I mean, I've been coming here since I was a little boy.
Right.
And so when you come in here, it's like family. There's people from all different races, all different neighborhoods, all different financial classes. And whatever you believe in, if you're a Warriors fan, you leave that at the door and you root for the team. There's a lot of people here that I know they're really disappointed and upset that the team's leaving, and no one asked for the team to go to San Francisco. I understand the infatuation with that. There's not a nice arena in San Francisco, but there's a lot of people that if you would have gave them a choice, they were perfectly fine with the team being here. So with each passing day, with each passing game, with 2 to 3 left, I guess now, it's going to get a little bit more emotional.
Right. And look, Steph Curry is the longest tenured Warrior.
Yeah.
And also in your article, you talked about the connection he has with these fans.
Yeah.
And you have a little something here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Cool.
Steph Curry's new shoe at Under Armour. As you see, it says Oakland on the side. That actually looks really good on TV.
Yeah, it does.
And what he
These
did.
are what I'm going to wear tonight?
Yeah, I saw him wearing them pregame. He tested them out last night. He liked them. There's a little 10 inside, if you can see that. I mean, they're 15s. I mean, you know, so maybe they fit me.
Right,
We don't know that.
Right. But he did something special for a lot of
he's
people
written
here.
he hasn't got them all done, but he's written a hand letter. He's writing hand letters for 30 people, handwritten letters, basically just saying, hey, I love you. This is what you mean to me over my 10 years in Oakland. And he's showing them appreciation what they shoot. He hasn't finished writing all the letters yet.
Okay.
He's a little busy.
He has, like you said, 2 to 3 games.
Apparently he's going to get them done, and everybody's getting this shoe.
Look, like I mentioned, he's the longest tenured Warrior, but another guy whose presence is definitely felt on this team is Andre Iguodala. And look, Zach, we know that you've had a lot of talk about Andre Iguodala's Hall of Fame kind of candidacy, maybe. We see it a lot on Twitter. What do you say when you hear the debate that, you know, Andre Iguodala could be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
First ballot is pretty strong.
Yeah.
First ballot is for the all-time guys. But look, the history of the Hall of Fame is like, if you win 4 titles on a dynastic team and you're one of the most important guys on that team and you're a finals MVP, that kind of overcomes he's only a one-time All-Star. He's never really been, maybe except for 1 or 2 years, a 20-point-per-game scorer. If they win another title, I think he's going to get in. And I think by the standards that have been set, he probably should get in.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm a former voter. I don't know if I could say that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I voted for the Hall of Fame for a couple years. And remember, you got to look at the whole body of work, too.
College,
that includes
too.
high school.
Team USA.
Right,
Team
this
USA.
is not an NBA.
Yeah.
This is
Team USA helps him.
He's a great Team USA player.
So that helps him as well. You know, Tracy set an interesting bar. So did Mitch Richmond. I'm with you. I don't know that he's a first ballot guy, but he definitely has a shot.
I just like the idea of, like, Andre is a different kind of star. He's like a genius star. He likes impacting the game while scoring 11 points. I think there's like a good place to recognize that.
And then, you know, we talked about Steph earlier after that game. He goes, I'm just trying to protect Steph's legacy. Now, something that people may not know, you know, Andre is a different cat. He likes to he likes to keep the media on his toes. Yes. So I'm not sure if he was being serious, but if he is, you know, he's a great teammate and someone this team really, really respects.
Hey, you know what we forgot?
What?
He won a Finals MVP.
I said it.
No one forgot that.
Yeah.
I think only one former Finals MVP so far is not in the Hall of Fame. Chauncey is going to be an interesting case. You think Chauncey gets in?
He'll get it. I mean, I'm biased.
Did you vote him Finals MVP that year? You? Did you?
Iguodala?
Yeah. I think it's public.
I did.
You did it?
I voted for LeBron.
Yeah.
See, I know what? Me and him could debate all day about this.
Right.
If you don't win, you don't deserve the trophy to me.
Disagree, but I obviously disagree. I voted the other way,
Right.
but
I think I was leaning toward. I mean, I didn't have a vote. I was back in Bristol.
See,
but
and then another thing is, I think people got too enamored with his points per game average. He took a lot of shots.
He did take a lot of
While
shots.
guarded by Iguodala.
But when your second scoring option is Matthew Dellavedova in the NBA Finals, I'm giving you some leeway. I'm giving you some leeway.
41%.
I'm giving you some leeway. That's all I'm saying. Led the Finals in points, assists, rebounds, blocks, steals, I think.
Now, I did hear this, and if he had won, the NBA was going to have giving him a trophy in a different area of the arena. They were going to make him go on stage with the Warriors, which would have been pretty awkward.
That would have been pretty cool.
But they had it all set up if he won.
By the way, I have no idea who's in the lead right now for the Finals MVP.
I don't care. It's too early.
It's too early.
We got maybe 5 games left.
Okay. As you said
Definitely
on your
5
article
games
right now on
left,
ESPN.com, this is a mysterious
mystery.
Yes, it is a mystery. So who do you have winning tonight?
I need to know if Clay's going to play. If Clay plays, the Warriors win. If Clay doesn't play, I'll say this. If Clay doesn't play, the Raptors have to win.
Right.
I don't care if they're on the road. You cannot lose that game if you want to win the championship.
The fact that we haven't seen him, have we seen him out
We
here?
haven't seen him out here.
That's not good.
We haven't seen him
I
out
talked
here.
to Clay's dad about an hour ago, and the first thing he asked me is he playing?
He asked you.
He asked me, I'm like, you should know better. He said, actually, that Clay thought he was playing last night, felt really good, expected to play. But the fact that we haven't seen him out here.
Well, we know if he doesn't play, it's because the medical staff told him you cannot play.
I'm with you. If he plays, I like their chances. If not, I think there's a split series going back to Toronto.
I agree.
Make sure to check out Mark's work on The Undefeated and listen to the Low podcast with the great Doris Burke.
Oh, well, yeah. No, don't stop saying that. Yeah, she is great.
That's your latest guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining us on Hoop Streams.
Anytime.
Actually, you know what? we're going to go outside where Gary Striewski is outside of Oracle Arena. What's happening out there, Gary?
Cassidy, I've joined the show. I had so much FOMO watching you guys hold things down from Jurassic Park in games 1 and 2 in Toronto. I decided to hop a flight to the Bay, so I am here taking in the festivities. It's right here in Northern California. I want to show you sort of the scene. Now, all of the fans, if Ken will come on over here and check it out, we're not in Toronto anymore. Check the signs. If Aubrey's here, Aubrey's going to see that. Oh, look, they are not liking that. See, they were rocking the We the North shirts in Toronto. You got Drake crying. You got the anti-Degrassi Drake right there. We the Bay Warriors fans showing out. Not quite as packed as Jurassic Park. That's because we're inside, 45 minutes now to tip off. So a lot of the fans here heading inside. This, of course, the east entrance of Oracle Arena, which I also want to point out. Check out the 6 players. You guys have been talking at length about them for the first 15 minutes here on Twitter Hoop Streams. We got 6 of them, and I want to run down left to right. DeMarcus Cousins, yes, he's playing, but he's hurt and kind of a shell of himself as it sits right now. Klay Thompson, not playing. Steph Curry, he needs to be that dude again in Game 3 if the Dubs have a chance. That's what everybody's saying across the board. Kevin Durant, we know he's not playing. Draymond Green, he's been sort of the savior throughout these playoffs for the Dubs. Thankfully, he's playing. And Iggy, admittedly, his knees are shot. He's playing on fumes, but he's playing. So pretty much half of that banner right there, ill-effective for the Warriors. So they need their big dog to set up. I'm chilling out here with DJ Umami. She's holding things down. We the West. So Cassidy, Perk, I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. I miss you. Come join me. I'll toss it back to you, but seriously, come on out here.
That DJ was getting it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going down out there right now, Cass.
We'll be joining you in a bit, Gary, but we're still holding it down in here.
Yeah.
All right, still more to cover in this game. Really, just what happened to the Warriors from Game 1 to Game 2, because they came out firing, and they were connecting. Their shooting dropped off dramatically in Game 2. Do you think they bounce back in this game?
I think they do, but they got to put an emphasis on attacking the paint. And I thought they did that in the fourth quarter, led by Kawhi. He got to the free throw line. I mean, once you see how the game is being called, and, Tony Brothers was actually calling ticky-tack fouls, put the ownership on the refs. Because it was one time, Cass, that in the fourth quarter with under 6 minutes to go, the Raptors got 8 to 9 defensive stops straight.
Right,
8.
Right.
And then capitalize. Like, you got to capitalize. And even though they was wide open threes, don't settle.
Right. And look, a guy that is considered the emotional leader and maybe the second leader on this team is Kyle Lowry.
Yes.
And he keeps getting into some foul trouble. Now he does things that don't really show up in the box score.
Right.
So we're not going to say that he hasn't had an impact on this series, but he himself says he plays better on the road.
Well, you gotta. Usually when the All-Stars say something, they gotta hold their word and come and perform. But let's listen. A lot of fouls that Lowry got were fouls. Like his 6th foul was a dumb foul. Like you got a 6th foul, you can't even go for that gamble. And I expect him to come out tonight and be more aggressive. He gotta give us more than 10 points a game. He's supposed to be the second leading guy behind Kawhi, and he need to give us more. This is the stage that you can't take for granted, and I think he'll have a pretty decent night tonight.
Yeah, and what about Pascal Siakam, who's actually warming up right behind us? What do you expect from him as, obviously he was the star of Game 1.
Well, I tell you what, his bounce back, he didn't have a great game 2. But
it's hard to repeat 14 of 17.
Right, but I tell you what, his bounce back games is always on point. And I think he's going to attack the paint. I think tonight we're going to see more back in the day traditional old school basketball, not just shooting threes and running gun. I think we're going to see a lot of more post-ups and stuff like that tonight.
You know what, Perk? We're going to bring in a legend right now.
And let him get right in the middle.
Yes.
Here you go. Bring him right on in.
The Michael Wilbon is joining us.
Yes, sir.
Now to get in on the conversation.
Should be in the middle.
You are the star.
No. Here's the star right here.
We're having a lot of conversation about the about the Raptors right now.
Okay.
Brian Windhorst called this the biggest game in Raptors history. If Klay can't go, And with all of these injuries that the Warriors are dealing with, and with KD's return looming, how do you categorize this must-win situation for the Raptors?
Close. I mean, it's close to that. Look, they're going to be wounded. And I'm interested to hear Kendrick talk about this because he's been in this situation in the finals where teams have an injury and like, how do you come out and go after? You don't want to do something that's totally outside your comfort zone. But to me, the question is, or the issue is, who's going to help Kawhi Leonard on Toronto tonight? I mean, he never has 3 games in a row where he shoots like under 40. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen in like 2.5 years. So if he's on his game, and I expect him to be, who helps him? Who is the other person? Kyle Lowry's probably got to be one of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we just got through talking about he got to give us more than 10 points a game. And he got to stay out of foul trouble. And I was telling Cass, a lot of those fouls were fouls.
Okay.
I thought the Raptors settled too much. I think Danny Green, he got to give you more. If he don't, you got to sit him down and think about maybe playing Norman Powell more minutes. Gasol, the bigs, they got to be the unsung heroes. I think you got to get something out of Marcus. If you get a great game out of Marcus Gasol, you win. If you get a great game out of Serge Ibaka, you win. I think it's for both teams. It's the unsung heroes or the bigs in this series.
Yeah, but when you watch Kawhi, Wilbon, how limited do you think he is in these finals?
Well, he's been hurting. I mean, he's got, we talk about all the other injuries on the Warriors. Kawhi Leonard's been playing with tendonitis in one knee and a quad messed up. But you know what? Something that Perk just said, which I think is really important. The guys, because the first 2 guys you named, they got big-time playoff experience. Danny Green is the guy that when they brought him in, people thought he was just a throwaway in the trade. I didn't think that.
Me either.
Because Danny Green has played and won a championship, played in the finals another time. So he's one of those guys. And Marc Gasol's been in a conference final. Those guys, I think, I don't want to say pressure, but I think it's fair for their own team to expect them, right?
No, it is pressure. Because right now, with, like you said, with Golden State being wounded, this is a must-win for the Raptors. So it is pressure, and it should be pressure on them, and they should feel the pressure, and we should see if they go rise to the occasion.
Okay, I know pressure is a buzzword we love in media, but I mean, that's what we get paid to do. So who would you say has more pressure on them tonight, Steph Curry or Kawhi, if we have the 2 leaders out there on the court?
Ooh, that's hard.
I got to say Steph Curry. I mean, if it's no Klay Thompson, no Kevin Durant, the stage is set for him. I mean, we talk about his legacy and all this, and at the end of the day, they done won championships and he haven't won the finals MVP. I think the stage is set for him tonight, the first game back home in the finals, and he has to show out.
There's no way I'm disagreeing with that. I mean, before, just Stephen A. and I just now, we both said we thought Golden State would win despite all this going on. We still don't know even right now whether or not Klay Thompson's going to play.
Right. We haven't seen him out warming up.
We saw him walking in. We had video of that, and he was smiling, and he wasn't limping. He was striding in, if that means anything. But, man, I guess the pressure really is on Steph, and he probably relishes it, because he's been in similar situations, not exactly this situation, without 2 of his running mates like this, but also Draymond Green. Yes. I mean, we know that Draymond Green can control the game, and he's probably going to have to. I mean, I would think he'd have the ball in his hands more than ever, Kendrick, because you want to free up Steph Curry if you can, correct?
Right. Absolutely, and he's a playmaker. Like I always say, Draymond is everything you want in a basketball player, and he's averaging a triple-double right now, but guess what? He has to elevate his game on the points, on scoring-wise. Like, I think in order for the Warriors to win, he has to have between 15 and 20 points tonight.
I think if Steph can pull out this upset, this could be where he can get his finals MVP.
And get the respect around from his fellow NBA peers that he deserves. Yes.
You don't think he gets enough respect?
I mean, well, he hasn't shown it. I mean, the numbers don't say it, but in the finals, he has disappeared. Let's not, a spade is a spade. So this is the stage where it's his time to shine.
Well, we will see who shines tonight. You always shine,
yes, he
Michael
do.
Wilbon.
This my guy right here. Bought me that dinner, boy. I still remember that.
Thank you so much.
He should have a second championship ring. You know he would have.
Yeah.
If he'd been out there, it would have been another championship ring on Kendrick Perkins'
fingers.
fingers.
And I think about that more than the one I won.
What could have been, it's always that way, isn't it? Well, you're here. You're a champion in our hearts.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we talked a lot about role players and guys needing to step up. The Warriors, no doubt, have that next man up mentality. Take a look.
Everybody's going to have a chance to help us win a championship at some point, and just to stick with it and be patient. And it shows itself over the course of a season. And we need 3 more wins, and we need it to keep going. But that's a part of who we are and our DNA. It's not just what we say.
This has been our MO since I've been here. Next man up mentality. Guys rest. Guys get hurt. Everybody has confidence in each other.
It's been the story of the last, month and a half, 2 months for us. A guy goes down, the next guy steps up, and it's been really enjoyable, that part of it.
Park, we know the Warriors have that next man up mentality. I mean, their motto is strength in numbers, but they're running out of numbers here. What do you make of this performance from the Warriors so far, where they really have been getting the next man up?
Well, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Steve Kerr and his coaching staff, because, he'll throw guys in lineups like, one playoff game he had started Jordan Bell, and then he was like, what is he doing? And it comes for situations like this, because you got to give guys confidence. And I think, the Warriors are deep. They're a championship team, and they have great leadership. And when you have great leadership, then you got guys like Cook that's able to step up, that come in, McKinney, and they're able to come in and produce for you.
Right, and I'm sure the Warriors are just waiting till KD comes, and he's that next man up, because obviously that will change what happens in this series for sure. Okay, you know what time it is?
What time is it, Cass?
It's Perk's Tweets time. My favorite segment. You are my favorite foul. You're like my Yoda these days.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, but let's get into this tweet you sent out during Game 2. You said Cousins and Bogut have been great for Golden State. They're outplaying Gasol and Serge tonight, and it's not even close. Triple exclamation point. What do you expect from the Battle of the Bigs tonight?
Well, I think the bigs are the ones that's going to determine this series. And I said it before Game 1 when we talked on the before Game 1 show, and I told you it's either Gasol or Serge got to have a big night for the Raptors to win. If you could get both of them to have a good night, then I think the Raptors win in great fashion. But if they don't, then Golden State wins, because I think the bigs are going to be the unsung heroes on both ends. And I think Cousins, and I know Cousins and Bogut, they flat out play Serge and Gasol in Game 2.
Yeah.
And for, Big Cuz to be out log in 20 minutes, Gasol and Serge should be ashamed of themselves.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's going to be a big deal with Kevon Looney out as well. But we will see what this man has to offer tonight, because 28 minutes, as you said, that was a lot of minutes after you just had played 8 minutes in that Game 1. Now, we started big, now we'll go small. Also during Game 2, you tweeted this. You said, I'm highly impressed with VanVleet's defense on Steph. How much does VanVleet need to step up tonight for the Raptors?
Well, he's been huge. He's been huge all throughout the finals, and even through the last part of the Eastern Conference Finals. But I'm just impressed with his pride. You have a lot of guys that's afraid of embarrassment, and he's not one of those guys. And when I mean by that, he's not afraid to get his ankles broke or Steph put him on a highlight film. He's picking up Steph full court. Forget what he's doing on the offensive end. I'm watching his grind on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you had some doubts earlier in these playoffs.
I did.
On Twitter.
And I told you I apologize, because I did not know he was having a baby.
Oh, right.
That's a tough time.
So
I get a pass for that one.
His partner had a baby, but that's neither here nor there.
But if you having a baby, we having a baby. We go through it too.
You're right. And that has been like his good luck charm, because he's been on fire since.
Absolutely.
I don't know what he's doing, because I haven't been sleeping for about 6 months, as you know, as you have kids. But VanVleet has been huge, and they're going to need him, especially if Kawhi is still dealing with that knee injury, because we haven't seen that 100% performance yet from Kawhi.
And that's scary.
Yes, that is scary. I got to get to this last tweet from you.
What is it?
Okay. The celebrities, they showed up and showed out in Toronto. And it caught your eye. You actually put out a list of the top celebrities that were in Toronto.
Let me see.
And who was number one? Who do we have number one on this list? Oh, Perk. This is the day where number 44 was in the arena.
Yeah.
But nah.
And then look, So I'm looking around the arena. I'm watching the camera. They putting the celebrities on there, and I'm like, hold on. By the way, I spelled Stephen A. Smith's name wrong.
It's okay.
My apologies. But I was like, you know what? I gotta put my girl Cass and Rachel in there. They celebs. And so I had to put myself in there, right. And I was like, hold on, they didn't put the camera on me. I'm bigger than Obama right now.
Right.
No, just
no, it was pretty cool scene to see him there. I mean, he got a standing ovation from the crowd, some MVP chants. He was wearing his dad leather jacket in the crowd.
And I think he probably had some Jordans on.
There with Masai Ujiri.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at that little walk. We'll see who's going to be in the crowd tonight because I'm trying to think, like, the big time, got E40.
E40 for
Guy
sure.
Fieri.
You got to go with Too Short. He got to be here, right?
I'm saying, right? And then Smash Mouth, we know that.
And Cassidy and Perk, we still in the building tonight.
Perks in the building. Perks in the building. Have you ever been starstruck by anyone on the sidelines before?
You know what? I was starstruck. I was starstruck by Beyonce and Jay-Z. I ain't gonna even lie. I seen them. I was like, hold on. It was in Boston. I was like, is that J and B? Okay, cool. I get a pass.
More excited to see Beyonce or Jay-Z?
Yeah, because my wife, Beyonce, because my wife, she part of the Beehive.
Yes! Shout out to Perk's wife. I know. Who isn't part of the Beehive? All right, we'll see who's going to be in the crowd tonight, but you know who showed up big in Game 2?
Who was that?
It was DeMarcus Cousins. And
yes,
he sat
did.
down with our Rachel Nichols yesterday and talked about how this road back almost came to an end.
Wow.
Take a look.
Cousins drives and finishes. There's Cousins. Livingston backdoor, backs it home. And another nice feed from Cousins.
When you look back at what you did in Game 2, how does it feel knowing you had to work to the level you had to work just to get there?
That's what it's about. I know what it's like to, I know the feeling of like, you know, this might be it, you know? So every chance I get to be on the floor, I'm gonna leave it on the floor. Because, you know, this is a game I've played my entire life, and I know how fast it can be taken away. It can be gone with a snap of a finger. I don't take any of this for granted.
It has been such a long road for you to get to this moment of you and I sitting across from each other. The injury that you got when you were in New Orleans, a year of rehab, you get back, you finally get to the playoffs, your first playoff game. Boom, quad injury. How did you get to the point? Because I know I talked to you a couple days after the injury. I don't want to say that you felt sorry for yourself, but you were deep in it.
I was just ready to quit, like throw the towel in. And you know, you always, human nature is, the first thing is like, why? Why me? Why now? What did I do wrong? Why do I deserve this?
It was about 45 days between when you got knocked out in the Clippers series to when you were coming back in the NBA Finals.
It was 45 days.
How grueling was that?
I didn't even realize it was 45 days, but just the tedious work, it's just, you come in and you just do the same thing over and over again. And it's days where you just like, you know what, this not even working.
Right.
Like, this not working. But you gotta trust in this person that's, you know, putting you through these exercises. You gotta trust in yourself, like, you know, this is everything I need to get back to where I wanna be. So the physical part wasn't the hard part. It's everything mental that comes with it.
What made you fight back to actually get on this court? Because there were a lot of people who, by the time they got to that last thing, would have been like, I give.
I would be lying to say I didn't really have to, like, I had to dig deep. I had to do some soul searching, and, you know, throughout both injuries, there was times where I just, you know, like, forget it. Like, I'll just take my time with it, and whatever happens, happens. And I couldn't go out that way. I spoke on it before. I've been doubting my whole life. I made it a mission to prove those people wrong, and, you know, I'm gonna continue to do that. I won't go out without a fight, and that's just how I'm wired.
You were supposed to play about 20 minutes in Game 2. You ended up playing 28 minutes in Game 2 because of all the injuries to your teammates. You're probably gonna have to carry a heavy load in Game 3. Is your body up to that?
Your body will take you wherever your mind goes. So if I can do it in my mind, I think my body will follow.
I like him.
Sometimes it's good
I mean,
to be
Perk, I think I look cool, man.
You are cool.
But you know,
and you know what, guys? We back up. And we're trying to get. We're giving you a hard time because you were wearing sunglasses and we wanted our own sunglasses.
But I'm gonna rock with you guys. You know,
I know.
no sunglasses.
We're out here.
You're a team player. Lose yourself in the team.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a team guy.
In the beautiful Oakland sun.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we just came off that DeMarcus Cousins interview with Rachel Nichols where he mentioned he almost gave up after that quad injury. And this has been a hard road back for him. What do you make of just his strength and determination to?
Well, I was right there. I could relate to that because I was in the same mindset. I tore my ACL. It took me 8 months to get back. And as soon as I got back, I strained my MCL on my left leg, and I was out for another 3 months. And I was like, oh, man, going through this process. But I'm glad he got through it. And I think with being on the Golden State Warriors in this franchise, I think that helped him get through it. Anywhere else, he probably would have been in a bad place.
Yeah. And no, it's exciting to see also him
Real
perform
tough.
in these finals. And this is why he joined this team, because he wanted to be a part of this run. We out here.
We are.
You've been out here.
This is very nice. DJ Umami just crushing over here.
Yes, there you go.
I forgot I was working.
Damn.
Yes.
I was chilling.
I mean, we had Jurassic Park games 1 and 2.
Which
not
looked
exactly Jurassic
incredible.
Park. But it's still a vibe out here.
Yes,
it's still a vibe.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. These fans, they've been here, done that before, right? Their team is so good. This actually reminds me of, like, the Boston fan base because, like, they show up to the game. Games don't matter until it's the finals, and then they get straight to their seats as soon as the doors open because they know they're about to see a spectacle. And that's exactly what these Warriors have been treated to for the last handful of years.
It's called getting too comfortable.
Right. Well,
that too. Yeah, they're just like, game 3, I guess we'll go.
Yeah, right. We used to this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all right, you want to go to the game?
Well, post-game, if they win, they shoot fireworks off of the top of Oracle, which some always scare me when I'm not ready for it. Yeah. So you weren't with us in Toronto,
I wish I was.
but you were watching.
I will be there with
YouTube.
Game 5. I can't wait.
You were.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Okay, so tell us some of your favorite things that you saw.
Okay, so obviously I was locked in, and Jalen, like, the whole time I was like, please, nobody go crowd surfing because that's the one thing I want to do in Jurassic Park. And then sure enough, Jalen hopped off the stage, did a little crowd surfing. So I'm saying it right now on Hoop Streams, guys. Game 5, when we go back, I am going to try to crowd surf. Not because I'm stealing Jalen's idea. But yeah, it's basically imitation is a sincere. Look at how fun that looks.
But I'm telling you, you have to do it. If you do it, guess what?
I'm going to wear a jockstrap.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, no.
Perk, is that a promise?
Yes.
Because that's saved right now on the internet to see.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, if you
I'm
do
a little
it,
worried for the Jurassic Park
if you do it, I'm going to do it.
Bank it. Well, I already told you I'm going to do it. So me and Perk are crowd surfing in Toronto.
I never did it in my life because I didn't know nobody could hold me up, but I'm doing it.
Hey, Toronto fans, keep that in mind when you're lining up for Jurassic Park.
Also, medical staff, be on standby. Please.
What else?
Please. Oh, let me see. I made a list. Siakam, as we take it inside Scotiabank Arena for actually some game action. Pascal Siakam, that Game 2 alley-oop, we were doing a Second Spectrum broadcast from Bristol, and when this happened, this one right here, I didn't think he was going to be able to get it. Like, he got the Zion bunnies, which is kind of funny because we got a guy who knows a thing or two about Zion. Look how high he got, above the box.
Spicy P, by the way, worst
dude
nickname.
Was spicy. Muy caliente. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. It's crazy, and he has to be one of those focal points for the Raptors
That's been
if
one
they're
of the
going to
best
win.
plays so
I got
far.
2 more. Game 1 before Game 1, Ariel Helwani, the national anthem. He made me want to change my nationalization to be in Canada.
And look, I'm representing too, and I was loving it.
That was awesome. I had goosebumps. I was watching this. I was like, I love Canada. I love poutine.
Was you a little jealous though?
A little jealous. I'm telling you, I was a lot jealous. I was like, dude, I want to be there so bad right now. FOMO on a bajillion. And then my 4th and final favorite moment, last but not least, was the Perk glitter bomb. I didn't see it happen. I just saw the aftermath, and I was like, what is happening? I saw Perk. He was on every screen in Canada. He had glitter all over him. Look at him. He's having the time of his life. It's Christmas morning for Perk. What are you? That's the happiest I've ever seen you. And you won an NBA championship.
I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, Perk had the glitter out. Even post-game, we did a pod afterwards. So Perk was walking around the arena with glitter. So probably people you've never seen, you haven't seen in a while, be like, what is Perk up to these days?
Perk changed, huh?
Nobody's having a better time than Perk right now.
No.
That's an unequivocal statement.
The best.
Nobody's having a better time
I
than him.
have one question.
What?
Have the DJ played any Drake songs?
Oh, she hasn't. She hasn't.
I was curious.
Everybody giving us the nods. Yeah, DJ Umami, she knows her crowd. She knows a lot of E40, a lot of Too Short. Everything's bleeped out, though, kids.
You know who's
Everything's
You know
bleeped
who's
out.
been bouncing in the background here?
Who is that?
RJ Barrett.
Oh, RJ Barrett.
There you
We
go.
saw him bouncing in music, and I actually think I just saw him doing some moves, some basketball
The
moves.
Maple
actually.
Mamba joining us on
Ready to get
set.
to this lead.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Maple Mamba, he's getting mic'd up right now. Nice fit. He has the
Yeah, that was good.
Balenciagas.
Yeah, I saw him at the hotel this morning. I was like,
See,
that looks like a top 3 pick.
Yeah, he could do that Euro fit. I can't, man. Shoot.
Back in your day, you could, right? Come on, Perk. Back in the day, you could have done the
Just
Euro.
suck
But
it in,
not
Perk.
right now, man. I'm living a retired life.
Everything is stretch.
Yeah.
Everything. 4-way stretch fit technology.
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett, as
RJ
promised.
Barrett, what's up, man? How you doing?
How you doing?
Come on up
We were
in the
just
middle.
talking about your outfit here because we like to
We
bring
love,
it
I
down.
was telling them how jealous I was.
Yeah.
Wish I could wear it, man. I can't
Perk
wear
wants to squeeze in the skinny fit.
Yeah.
And we think it's just a mentality. He can do it if he wants.
Good though.
No,
Like the suit, you look good.
I appreciate him. But sometimes you want to show your physique, but I got, I'm retired right now, so I'm doing my thing, man. I ain't working out, so I'm a little jealous. I'm hating.
RJ, it's so great to have you on the show. I mean, you had a spectacular freshman season. We're expecting you to go in the top 3 of the draft, but I know you probably have a dream one day playing in one of these games. What's it like being here at the finals?
I mean, it's great. You see the environment, and man, it's everything a kid could dream for. So hopefully, I'm here one day.
And look, you got a big day coming up in about 2 weeks right now. The draft. How planned are you? Do you have your outfit? Do you know who's going to be sitting at your table? What's your day going to look like? I got all the questions.
I'm getting there with my outfit.
Okay.
It's between 2 colors. I'm not gonna say them right now.
You gotta lock it up.
That was the follow-up.
I'm not gonna say it right now, and then maybe have some red bottoms, but.
Ooh. Well, you're in the league now.
We'll
You got
see.
red bottom money, so
We'll
that's
see.
fine.
But with red bottoms for guys, you have to actually show it. Like with women, you can see it on
heels,
your heels show it.
Yeah, red bottom.
So you're gonna have to cross your legs at the table to make sure.
Or maybe come something different. Do something that nobody ever done before.
Like what, Perk?
Don't worry.
I don't know
That's
what.
that's one
I'm
of
just saying.
that's
like,
one of the
swag it
colors.
up. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a primary color.
No.
Okay, it's something off the grid.
Yeah.
Something you got to mix like 18 different colors, and you got like a fuchsia.
Like y'all know the color, but y'all not gonna expect me to
But
wear
after
it.
the show,
I'm
man, let
guessing
me know
fuchsia.
on the cool though. I
All
just
right.
want to have the
Yeah,
inside.
Right, he just wants that real inside.
He just wants to tweet it 5 minutes before we go live on
right.
air. So he's like,
Move
hey,
over, whoa.
sources say.
You're gonna break that. You're gonna break that RJ Barrett outfit before he does. You do have a busy 2 weeks leading up to the draft. Here you're gonna take a meeting with the Knicks. So what else you got planned leading up into the draft to fill your time?
Right now, just that meeting with the Knicks, and then really just working out, trying to get better. That's it. Yeah.
Well, it's exciting. I mean, you had a fantastic freshman season, like I said. Let's get a little bit into actually your experience in Canada. I mean,
Okay.
you grew up, you made a debut for the Canadian senior men's national team. What's been the experience like representing your country on the basketball court?
It's been great. I take great pride in representing my country. That's what made me. So anytime I can play, I definitely want to be out there.
RJ, do you like poutine?
Yeah, I love it. I used to have it every day.
Incredible.
Every day?
Every day for lunch in 8th grade.
And that's why you're 6'7" all of a sudden.
Wait, do they have that in the cafeterias all the time?
Yeah, you go. It was like $5. You put your $5 and you get it.
Wait. That was the school meal is poutine just every day on deck. Because, see, a lot of people think that's like a tourist thing. Like, oh, yeah, you got to go get your fries and gravy and cheese curds. But, like, Canadians eat that.
Yeah, it was,
like Tim
it was a
Hortons
school
and
meal.
poutine.
It was a school meal.
Have you had
It's
poutine,
delicious.
Perk?
Nah, I'm over here confused. Like, what are y'all? I didn't know if you said protein or what. I was over here like, okay, somebody fill me in.
It's got a
on
little
what's-
protein in it. RJ, break down what poutine is to Perk.
So it's really just fries with like cheese.
Do you
and
need
like
to know any more?
gravy
No,
on
need to
it.
know
no,
any
I
more?
just need some.
Yeah.
That's what I need, man. I've been on.
gotta
Fries, yes.
Fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
Yes.
It's
Oh
incredible.
man.
We'll get some game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
a
like
bet.
something I need right now.
Oh yeah.
But
for
look,
sure.
I mean, we're going to be in Toronto for Game 5, though, Perk, so we got to get you on that
I'm
poutine.
ready.
I do want to talk about the fact that Toronto is in the finals for the first time ever. As someone who grew up in Canada, what does it mean to have the first ever NBA finals north of the border?
I mean, if you're on social media, you see like the streets of Toronto going crazy. And I know for me, I've been watching the Raptors ever since I was young, and when they won that last game, I was screaming up at my TV and stuff.
awesome.
So, man, it's great.
That's awesome.
Well, it's going to be exciting. This is going to be a big game. As we talked about earlier inside the arena, we said that this is going to be the biggest game in Raptors history. So
you better do a lot of screaming tonight.
What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Shoot, I
Don't be
know.
no. It ain't no, it's no stretch.
Here comes Uncle Perk.
It either got it's one or the other. What you got? You rolling with Toronto tonight or not? Clay out, KD
He's not
out.
even in the league yet.
What you doing? Nobody gonna be mad at you. It's just a pick.
All right, I'll go with my Raptors.
That's what I like to
all
hear.
right.
I'll go with my Raptors, hometown kid.
Yeah.
Okay,
holding
all
my
right.
breath.
Look,
Those are smart answers.
we talked about your outfit, looking clean. Let's talk about some other people's outfits.
All right.
As we
What
walk
we
it
got?
out.
What we got?
As we walk it out,
we're
and we
walking
take
it
a
out.
look at how people arrived into the arena. Right now, we're looking at us, clean. Okay, now we're looking at who walked it out and walked into Oracle for maybe the last of 2 or 3 here out in Oakland.
That's kind of sad. Oh, that's
I
Steph?
know it is. So that's Steph.
Is that camouflage a little bit?
Oh, I thought that was like a Picasso print. We're
Right.
both wrong.
I don't know about that.
Oh, that was like some Canadian
This is-
flags built in?
Yeah.
Kawhi, New
Kawhi
Balance.
keeping it,
The
and
New
then
Balance.
DeMarcus
Okay, Boogie.
with the
What is that?
glasses.
That look like the
Is that some
Cancun. That
Balenciaga?
look like the
That's that
Cancun
Balenciaga,
look.
right?
That's the Balenciaga? Yeah.
Draymond
All right,
with the
Draymond.
pink.
Okay.
That's the
With the
Cancun
pink.
look.
Yes. Well, he doesn't want to say 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Oh, Larry with the hood on, he gonna rob somebody today.
Oh my goodness.
Iggy with the
chilling.
lumberjack.
Edit that out.
That's a Cali swag.
Right. And Clay.
Clay, mama dressed him so he his schoolboy look. You know how it is.
Oh,
that's
super
my
fan.
guy.
Super
That's
fan.
my
There
guy,
you go.
super fan.
Oh, he made the trip. He made the trip.
he's
Not
good.
only has he made every single home game in Toronto,
It's the
he
finals.
took the
for
cross-country
sure.
trip, of course.
I wish I could have rolled with him. I know he rode in the PJ for sure.
I'm saying. Or, he could have drove because he has a car dealership. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, so I think Draymond made the biggest statement out there.
He did. That was, that's what I'm saying. See that swag on him? That's what. Hey, look, I'm going to be watching the draft, man. Like, let me see what my boy RJ got.
Oh, don't worry.
And he's going to tweet about it.
Yeah, I am going to
stay tuned
tweet about it.
Do you have
You
like
gonna
a
see me?
style?
You gonna know I'm there for sure.
I think everybody's, do you have like a style inspiration? You see some of these guys and you're like, all right, I could kind of model like my style after some of these guys. Like I know you specifically noticed that Balenciaga that Boogie was wearing.
That was nice. My thing is, so many different people have so many different styles, and like they literally wear anything, so you can't. Really
And they can make
judge.
anything look cool, and it's just not fair.
You do
for
Russell
regular
Westbrook
people.
style?
Like I could never pull that off.
Why not though?
Because he's just different. Like
He's
that's
just different. He's just different. Let you be you, RJ.
Yeah,
you be
not
you.
everybody can pull that off.
Yeah. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put you to the test here. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be hard.
It's not
We're
like
gonna
Duke
It's gonna
hard,
be
but it's
hard.
still a
yeah,
test.
yeah.
It's not.
You're setting me up.
No. We're going to do some trivia. You 3.
Oh.
I just get to ask the question.
Why do I got?
So we're going to, since you're a guest, we're going to ask you the first question, okay? And we're going to start with a Duke question.
Oh,
so
this-
you should get this, right? Who was the last Duke player to play in the NBA Finals?
Quinn.
What?
Quinn.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a trick question.
That was a trick question. He said Quinn Cook. That
was a trick question.
And right here, producers had Kyrie Irving,
That was literally
2017.
That was literally game 2.
Game 3.
Last year.
Quinn's playing right now.
Yeah, it's like-
He played last
It's
year.
okay.
Literally in about 10
You know
minutes.
what? He got the win already.
We tried to
We
throw
don't
you
even
off,
need-
RJ.
He got the win already. How many Duke players, though, have won an NBA championship? Perk, just give me a number.
3.
I'm going like 30. There's so
30.
many of you guys
It
in the
is not,
league.
but they haven't won championships.
I say I'll go 8.
So if we were to play Price is
Right
Right
style?
rules, Perk wins because it was 5.
I know
That's
it.
it. Wow.
Yes. No.
Kyrie,
Okay.
Dante Jones, Shane Battier, Danny Ferry, and Jeff Mullins.
I was barely off.
Okay. We're going to get in.
I was only up by 25. Give me a break.
All right. Who is the highest draft pick playing in these NBA Finals?
I'm going to defer to the NBA guys here.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, KD.
Okay. No. Andrew Bogut, number 1 overall.
saw-
remember?
that's
right?
dang.
2005.
Perk,
KD
I thought I could trust
was
you.
2.
Oh, I forgot.
Livingston was 4. Boogie
forgot.
5. Steph 7. Iguodala 9. Clay 11.
They were on the Oh,
Different drafts.
What were you
Different
going to say?
drafts.
What were you going to say, RJ?
No, don't do it to
Just say
yourself.
one. Just say one.
No,
Just
no.
take it. Just take the
I
dog.
don't know how KD didn't go. Who went over KD?
Greg Oden.
Greg Oden to the Blazers. Yeah, that's right.
I forgot Bogut went #1.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Well, now you know. See, this is why we're doing this. We're informing the people. Next up, who's the first team to play in the NBA Finals without a lottery pick?
Detroit Pistons.
Raptors.
Boom.
Raptors.
This year's
Dang.
Raptors. Kawhi's the highest pick, number 15, to the Pacers in 2011. Yo, RJ's sweeping y'all.
Yeah.
Sweep.
RJ went to
I'm
Duke. If
sorry.
you couldn't tell,
Sweep's
he's
the
very
wrong word,
smart.
but he's killing. He's killing.
He is
He's
All
in
right.
tune with the game.
But I ain't go to college, so that ain't fair, though. So he got an upper hand.
Okay,
He
there
learned
we go.
something at Duke.
There we go. All right, last one.
turned out well
RJ,
for you.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. Last one here. Which player on the Warriors or Raptors has played on the most teams during his NBA career?
Ooh, there's so many players.
So many.
Danny Green.
Sean Livingston.
God!
Was
you know
it Sean
what?
Livingston?
It was Sean Livingston.
Stunned on him.
RJ is a student of the game. A student of the game.
Crazy.
Student
I was
athlete.
just thinking about who was
I knew
around
that.
the longest.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
that.
That's unbelievable because you were born in the year 2000, so a lot of these dudes have been in the league for a substantial amount of time when you were like literally in elementary school, not paying attention to who's in the league.
Hey, RJ, I
That's
usually win this,
crazy.
man. I'm feeling some type of way.
Yeah, right.
What'd you say, Ferg?
I usually win this little
Oh, yeah.
cup.
Right. It's okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Actually, we do have some breaking news. Klay Thompson is officially out
Yikes.
for Game 3.
Uh-oh, Raptors in 6.
The Raptors.
You hear that Nipsey Hussle?
To take care of business.
DJ
Marathon
jamming.
continues. Appreciate you so much. Good luck
luck
in your
to you,
NBA
man.
career. We'll be seeing you in Summer League, which you can
sure.
catch on ESPN too.
I'll be
I'll be
watching
seeing
them
you
on the
there.
draft.
RJ, I got a
of
question.
course-
When you make it in the league, do we still get to hang out with you and talk to you as freely as we did today?
Yeah, as
Make
long
a promise.
as long as you say nice things about me on Snapchat.
Oh, wait. I always say nice things
Man,
about
give
you
me
on
that.
Snapchat. Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
RJ, I don't have Snapchat.
Get on him.
So I can say nice things about you.
He's
about
all
Twitter.
over it, though.
He's Mr. Sports Center on
He is.
Snapchat.
The Maple
I
Mama
did
tunes
not
in the
know
Sports Center on
that.
Snapchat. Man, give me that.
That's my
See?
bad. I got to wow.
I love that RJ's a fan of
That's
yours on
awesome.
Snapchat. That
That's
just made my
awesome.
day.
Now I'm
Thank you
nervous.
so much.
Whew.
Enjoy the game, RJ.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate you coming on. You guys are watching Hoop Streams live on Twitter, on YouTube, and the ESPN app as we take another look at RJ. And we're rocking out here. I'm
DJ
trying to
Umami
work over-
spinning.
Yes, keep saying her name.
DJ Umami.
Yes.
Not my mommy, not your mommy. That's Umami.
Right. Hey, you can watch Game 2 of the NBA Finals at 9 p.m. Eastern on ABC or the ESPN app. RJ, RJ sticking around or
He
no?
wants to hang.
We're gonna get into this chirping segment. I don't
Oh,
think
we
we're
can
gonna
get in
put.
chirping.
I don't think we're gonna put
Oh, yeah, we can't
RJ
put him
through
on
this
the gun.
because we'll do this segment where we talk about people trash talking. We're gonna keep
Oh,
you from that.
He's like, I'm out.
You out.
I'm
I
out.
ain't going to even do that
Thank
to
you very much, sir. We don't want to. You're new. You're not even a rookie yet. So
And
we're
he
gonna,
already knows how to do it. That's the
yeah,
good.
yes, he says, I'm out. And you know what? Before we get into chirping, we gotta listen into the national anthems going on inside Oracle Arena. We got some big performances coming up.
And we
for you.
missing who?
No. We're waiting on it. Maybe we'll get into chirping before. You guys let me know in my ear when we got going on. Okay, we're gonna come into it too. It's not like with Jurassic Park where we have the big monitor. Okay, what we have here, we're looking inside and let's listen in live to the national anthem.
And all of us command with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh,
Tennille Arts. Displaying the United States flag is the Oakland Fire Department. Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner. From day one, this band has called the Golden State its home. Please welcome James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett of Metallica.
Bay Area. Hey, Perk, what you think of that?
That shirt, I'm loving it.
Oh, you're looking at DJ Umani. I'm talking about Metallica on the national anthem.
I wasn't even paying attention.
They're timeless. Metallica.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, okay, on to the next.
All right.
If a sporting event doesn't have some sort of Metallica song before any sporting event to get you hyped, then they're not doing it right. So the Bay's doing it right.
I do know that you're about to pay attention to this segment because we're about to get into chirping.
Oh,
Chirp. And look, of course, Drake.
Oh.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, I don't know.
He's not coming on the road. Drake is the true definition of what you call a front runner.
Okay,
man.
but that's the thing is I could have sworn he was going to be here.
Because Clay did say, see you in the Bay, Aubrey, as as we look at actually the exchange between Drake, Kevin Durant, and Clay after Game 2. Take a listen.
See you in the Bay, Aubrey.
I feel like Clay was the real one chirping.
Oh, yeah.
Durant was like, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Clay needed to get something off his
I'm rolling with Clay, man. Clay, look, man, I don't usually roll with the light-skinned, green-eyed guys, but I'm rolling with you just because
you
of
are
that,
so
man.
jealous of green eyes.
Yeah,
he wanted to get that off his chest.
He wants green eyes so badly. It's too funny.
Can you imagine a dark-skinned dude with green eyes? No contacts?
I'm trying to picture no contacts. Isn't Jesse Williams? Jesse Williams, no, those are blue.
I'm rolling with Clay right now.
Right,
Yeah.
so you were good with
He
that.
showed me a different side
All
of
right, all right. How about Steph? He talked a little junk post game with our Doris Burke because the Raptors used that box and one on Steph when Clay actually left the game with that hamstring injury. And Steph had some thoughts about, well, that box and one. Take a listen.
The whole fourth quarter they were playing some janky defense, just trying to send bodies to me everywhere, and our whole roster just took advantage of it. Like, over the course of the game, that's kind of disrespectful to leave Andre Iguodala open like that. You know, with the game on the line, he's made big shots like that before.
I mean, I just love how he's bringing the word janky back.
Right.
Very underutilized and underused word.
Yes. Do you think we see the box and one again?
I think Steph better get used to it, especially tonight, because he's going to
Clay.
see more of that.
They're going to overload. How do you overload on a box and one, too? Because, he's going to be the primary and secondary guy.
mean,
It's crazy.
But you got to give a lot of credit to Nick Nurse for even doing that. Like, it takes guts to go in the game. He didn't make this adjustment at halftime.
No.
This was an in-the-game adjustment, and they ran it perfectly.
Can we just bring on DJ Umani?
Oh, DJ Umani.
Because she was bumping right now.
Yeah,
she was on the ones and twos.
And then speaking of
and
Drake.
the threes and the fours. She played all kinds of Drake. I'm just
We
kidding.
will
I
see
played
you.
no Drake.
That's what, and I asked
For
that.
game
Yes,
4.
no Drake.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
no
you guys
Drake.
for having
No
me.
Drake.
Drake come?
You were playing all
Of
kinds
course
of
he
Drake.
did.
I was
He's
hearing
sad.
it.
He's the front
He's also
runner.
scared.